everybody, it's that time again. Because if you were worried about what we thought about Spaced, worry no more. Because it's that time again.
That's right.
Yes, that's right, Wash, but I am Random Bystander here.
I am the Wash.
And I just came back from Asia. That's right, Japan. Cinema-san never dies.
That's right.
God. Oh boy, we are here to talk about Spaced again, but this time, it's not season 1, it's season 2.
That's right. Season 2. It's in real life. It's actually been a few weeks since we've done a recording together due to some scheduling issues.
Yes.
And this is pretty exciting because we just simulated, because time is so amorphic these days, we just simulated what it was like to wait 2 years for season 2. So there we go.
It was 2 years?
The first season came out in 1999, and then it went quiet, and then a lot of buzz went out about this show. It very clearly became a cult classic. So 2001, everybody came back, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, they brought it back, and now we're at season 2, and we're watching season 2. Specifically, we watched episodes 1 through 3.
That's right, yes. As much of a half of the season as we could of 7 episodes.
Yes, so let's talk about them.
All right, yeah. So let's start right off with episode 8, Back. This one
Before we get to that,
oh, go ahead.
You can edit out all the filler in between, but we got to do this early on, so I'm going to be the one to do it. Everybody, if you like our content, if you like what we're talking about, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps us out an absolute ton. If you really want to keep up on everything that we do, you can go to our Twitter page, which should be in the description, but in case it isn't, it's twitter.com/WRK in progress.
No, it's WRK Podcast.
WRK Podcast, okay. Don't listen to me, listen to the Wash _.
Listen to the Wash _. Yes, watch, please like, comment, and subscribe, and follow us on Twitter. And also follow our individual accounts as well, because we all make some cool stuff.
All right, but now let's go back to Back. In episode 8, this one is actually kind of a doozy because it's the series premiere. I mean, season premiere. Series in Britain. Daisy just came back from a trip to Asia. Finding herself and such. Tim has been struggling with the Phantom Menace.
Topical.
Yes. And there's also the Matrix happens? Question mark?
Yeah. That's pretty much this episode.
I hate my job.
That was a great ending line.
Oh my god. Those guys with the sunglasses just scream dead right to me.
And one of them is played by Kevin Eldon, who we would later see in Hot Fuzz as the lazy cop. I wish I could remember the name, but the one that's very good. What he said.
Oh,
yeah,
look familiar.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's that guy. So
that guy.
It's very excited to see them again soon enough. But
yes,
but
either way,
yes.
What did you guys think of this premiere of season premiere?
It felt like it felt odd. This one, because it seemed like they were going for something more action packed. Like they even have like a fist fight. I just realized they actually have like a
oh my god, they did
like a martial arts fight. I honestly I was honestly waiting for Daisy to wake up from it, but no, it just turned out like all of that actually happened.
Yeah, same.
And yeah, it has a good amount of jokes in it. I don't know if I just gotta throw this one off, but there's a point where Daisy goes to see Brian from downstairs, and he says, I bought some Lapsang Tushong tea.
I just love sharing a cozy hot cup of Lapsang Souchong tea.
No, I didn't notice that.
Well, he didn't say Lapsang Tushong tea, but he said Lapsang Tushong. I was like, oh my god, it's Dr. Robotnik.
I didn't even notice that either.
It wasn't 1-to-1. That's probably why I didn't notice. Oh, man. Wow.
But anyway, I have to get that one out of the way. But anyway, yeah, there's like a good amount of jokes in this one. It's definitely more, definitely like Edgar Wright, like just trying to figure out how he would shoot fight sequences. Obviously inspired by The Matrix. And also earlier there's like a Pulp Fiction reference where Daisy almost shoots Mike with Mike with his own gun because of a Pop-Tart popping from the toaster. Fun little stuff like that.
That was a Pulp Fiction reference?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
I've never seen the movie, so I didn't.
Yeah.
I just thought it was weird and like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. I feel like it works on its own way, on its own just because it's shot pretty damn well. But also, yeah, it is shot for shot Pulp Fiction. Oh, also there was the thing at the very beginning where they were reintroducing all the characters. I think Tim was reintroducing all the characters.
Yeah.
And they're doing this. It's such an odd like editing trick. Where
oh God.
I thought my computer was glitching at first.
Me too!
Yeah.
I thought, oh god, the file corrupted. Oh, we're not gonna be able to do this. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, for some reason, instead of doing a freeze frame, it loops like a 2-frame clip. And so, like, whenever there's a freeze frame, they just like jitter. It's like shaking back and forth.
Why?
I don't know. I think he just thought it looked cool.
I mean, it didn't, but good on him, I guess.
Yeah, artistic choice. Kirby fan, what do you think of the first episode so far?
I thought it was fine. I got a bunch of laughs out of it. I like Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
Not much else to add. I mean, what is there to really add? It was just kind of reintroducing everybody.
Yeah, it was reintroducing everybody with a Matrix terrorist plot.
I like the black suits. I like them. They were funny.
They were like over top acting, and I loved it.
It was especially funny, like the conclusion of that, where it's like they confiscate Daisy's footage, and so they have to watch like hours and hours of her talking nonstop about her own vacation.
And then the one guy's literally asleep.
One guy's already asleep.
And they foreshadow that with
yeah, they did,
with Tim and Mike falling asleep when they watch the videos.
Yeah. It's some nice stuff. Gosh, I don't know.
There's not really much else to say about it other than just it happened.
It's got it's very clearly more like action oriented. It's fine. I feel like it's just kind of going a little more for spectacle than for I mean, it's kind of nice to see like everybody back again, but like it was the characters were kind of put on more of a backseat. It felt like in this case.
Yeah, it was more about plot in this one.
Yeah.
If anything, oh my god, what's her name?
It wasn't like the I can't remember the episode. I think episode 5 where they go try to rescue the dog. It wasn't like that where like the plot connects to the characters and like in that case about Tim's redemption to because you know he's been treating Colin pretty terribly and now he has to rescue him once more, and it's like it's a real feel good story. In this case, this is it seems like the whole joke is that like nothing fun cool happens in London, and so they just create something like a conspiracy all of a sudden.
sensitive information into the country.
Sensitive information.
Illegally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Poor Colin is now a drunk dog. Even when Colin came back, they ran straight back to Marsha's room.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because they installed the doggy door.
I literally went, no, not the dog. Because I love Colin. He's still my favorite character. Well, my favorite human character though is probably Mike.
Oh yeah.
Which I kind of like the fact that they made him like, oh, he's in the flat now. He's a roommate. That's nice.
Yeah.
I like that too. But as long as it lasted.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that.
I don't really know what else to say.
I guess it's like because there's a point, especially like in the first half, where like Daisy's just kind of feeling down because
she's like, oh, I'm back.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, okay, like it's boring now. It's like she said, like yesterday I was in I think it was like in Bangkok or I was in like India or something and then today it's like it's like she's in her living room just like drinking wine or something or it's like it's boring now. I guess it was just and the plot didn't really contribute to
anything.
I don't know.
I mean, the Matrix stuff was, I guess, cool, but it just kind of felt like a different show.
Yeah, I mean, they still have the all the same, like all the fun jokes, but it's definitely kind of veering a little bit away from characters, which I'm not a huge fan of. I kind of like when the plot and characters connect.
Me too.
Yeah, but that's about all I can say. Is the timer up yet?
The only bit that I found like kind of memorable and funny, I just remembered, was when they were talking to Brian at the door, and his last name was on the doorbell.
Yes.
And they said, "Where is she, Brian?" And he says, "Brian isn't written on the doorbell."
I forgot. Brian is still hilarious.
I'm a fan of.
He's changed. He's changed quite a bit.
Which
we can talk about more in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank God.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. Episode 9. Random. Summarize.
Oh God.
Episode 9. Change.
Oh God. Oh no. I don't know which happened out of order. This isn't the one with the robot, right?
No, that's episode 10.
Okay. So, oh, duh.
My God.
So, Tim gets fired.
Yes.
Because he made a kid cry because he didn't like he liked the Phantom Menace.
Yes.
And also, Daisy is unemployed and she doesn't have any money. Because something happened to her money. And they both basically try to find temporary jobs or work. And Brian is lost, as in him and Twist are doing very well, but he's in like what's the word I'm looking for? He's in a artist block.
Artist block, yeah.
Artist block where he can't paint.
Mm-hmm.
And then he finds out his uncle dies, and then he paints again, and then he talks to Twist, and then he can't paint again.
Yep.
And yeah, that's
yep.
That's the episode. That's the episode.
That's the episode.
That was almost 2 minutes.
Why did that take so long? Okay, so it's honestly fine that it took that long because there wasn't that much to say about this one either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only running gag that I really thought was, good and memorable and stuff was Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Okay. There's one other joke. There's one other joke that got me to audibly gasp. The guy who rejected Daisy's unemployment is the guy who asked her for a beer or a drink or whatever when she was working as a bartender.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
It was the same guy.
I can't
Wait,
believe I didn't
no
know
way!
No, it is the same guy. It's just like one and done. You don't even notice it, but it's the same guy, and it's after the fact. So he's acting like a jerk to her for no reason. You just kind of assume, oh, it's public service, whatever. But no, there's backstory to this.
Oh my god, that explains so much.
That's perfect. Oh my god, it's too bad that like British people all look the same because I would have noticed. Anyway,
I had no idea. I didn't notice at all.
yeah, I actually just thought it was funny that like he knew Vietnamese and just used it against Daisy.
That was good too. That
Was great.
That's all I got on the episode though.
I would say another thing that happens is that they're like, okay, we're unemployed, but Mike's paying for rent, so we'll have some money there. And then immediately Mike leaves to live with Marcia, and we have this very, well, first off, he's like, no, we want you to stay. He's like, no, you guys, now that Daisy's back, I'm here. And then I'm like, okay. Yeah. And then we had this uncomfortable moment between Marcia and Mike.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable. Not a fan of that one.
No. But we had this kind of nice moment where Marcia tells Brian, or basically reveals to Brian, that the reason he has an artist block because he's not suffering.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's happy. Yeah, and
yeah, he's happy, and he's like, oh, and that's why you can't create art, and that makes him sad, and then he's able to paint again, and she's like, look at the magic at work. Isn't it nice when a plan comes together? I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll give you props for that. That was nice. They handled Brian's part of the story well.
Yeah. It's not my favorite one so far of the Brian stories, but we'll get to that one soon enough.
Oh yeah, we'll get. I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
So
her daughter moved out. Marcia's
her daughter moved out.
Yeah.
Who we literally never see her face.
Yeah, I don't think we ever will.
We're lucky we got the flashback.
As anticlimactic as that was.
Yeah. What else happened? Oh, there was another joke with I think the owner of the comic shop revealed that he punched someone for not liking a specific comic. I don't know exactly what it was.
Hawk the Slayer.
Hawk the Slayer.
Yeah.
And they
sorry, was that guy the one who took over Tim's job? Was that Simon Pegg?
Oh, the guy who took over Tim? Was that also Simon Pegg?
Was that
no,
Simon
that was
Pegg?
not.
Was the joke that it was the same actor?
No, it's not that Simon Pegg is replaced by Simon Pegg. No, it's just that they found somebody who looked a lot like Simon Pegg.
Okay. That's actually better. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, both were funny, but like I at first I thought it was Simon Pegg, and then I realized in the second shot I was like, that's not Simon Pegg.
Yeah.
When he gets like, who's Hawkslayer? Bam.
Yeah. Great little thing with that we see at this because they're talking about like jobs, and he says like Mike doesn't like his job, but he makes the most of it, does he? And then it turns out that Mike. It turns out that Mike is a crossing guard, and he said, "Move! Don't look at me! Move!"
At the kids.
That's really nice.
That's great. Oh my god, that's so good. Yeah, again, if anything, the characters in this are kind of mean-spirited in this episode.
Yeah.
Tim literally yells at a child.
Yeah, and
I mean, to be fair, the kid had Jar Jar merch.
Yeah.
Oh, it felt like I think the point towards the end of it is that it's just kind of shown that like Tim got up really easily, especially compared to Daisy. Cause like at the end of it, it's like the doing the hey. It's like, how's Brian? He's in the garden with no clothes on. Hey, and then it transitions over to Daisy, who's just absolutely miserable at the bookstore. Robert Popper from Look Around You comes up and says, "Can you point me in the direction of personal growth?" And she says, "Fuck you," which I like. I kind of like. just because that is the customer service experience.
Yep, pretty much. Only
Wah, wah.
we can't say that. But
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she gets fired anyway, but that's
Oh, yes, of
that's
course
for the
she
next
does.
episode. That's for the next episode.
But yeah, it was just again an okay episode. Nothing really, other than those standout moments that we mentioned. There's nothing really too
Tim
special about it.
Yeah, Tim was back where he started. It didn't feel like. I guess that like within the new job he starts to build up some tolerance with the Phantom Menace, but beyond that, like same job, same situation, just like lazy as can be, and then like Daisy's just like miserable.
Yeah. Like, why can't you wanted to be a writer? Write some more! If you made some money about that, just write! Nope, you're gonna do something else? Okay.
I mean, at that point she was desperate because, it's...
Money.
Yeah, money. Absolutely. I don't know, there's not much more... There was one point where Daisy makes the compare... She starts talking about, like, a story somebody told her, and then Mike said, "Oh, Mulan," and he's like, "Yeah, Mulan, yeah," and Daisy starts singing the song from Mulan, and then Mike all of a sudden says, Eddie Murphy played the dragon in that. But it's third best film.
It was such a weird
It sounded
moment.
like us.
Yeah. But the fact that it was said by Mike makes it all better.
Oh, absolutely.
Was it this episode or the next episode where Tim and Daisy have that weird moment together?
You're gonna have to narrow it down.
The almost.
Oh, that's the next episode.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, there's so little to talk about this one.
It's really hard because honestly, there's nothing that really distinctifies the episodes together in this one. Like, the first episode had secret agents.
Yeah.
The next episode has something that distinguishes it. This one has nothing really.
Yeah,
it has one thing: a finished timer. Time to go on to the next.
Thank God. Okay,
Thank God. Okay, Kirby fan. Please summarize episode 10, Metal.
He gave me a lot to unpack on this one. So, long story short, Tim and Mike build a little robot who there are other people that work at Mike's job who hate that robot because they want to win the robot competition.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Daisy's being pushed around to a bunch of different jobs. They finally get her into one final one where she works at a kitchen for, I believe, special needs. I'm assuming that's what that was.
I'll explain what the situation is with that one.
Okay, please do. And then finally, also, Brian, on very short notice, gets told that he will have his art be exhibited, be shown to people, and he has a couple hours to think of an idea, and then a couple hours to actually make the idea reality. And the episode is about all these characters working towards what they want to do.
Yeah.
Literally with a training montage.
Yes.
Yeah, there is a training montage in this one, and I would say this might actually be my new favorite so far. Like, I love.
Really?
It's close. It's definitely close. But this one, it had 3 subplots, and all of them really hit it for me. Honestly, like I really enjoyed the Robot Wars. I really liked the restaurant job, which is for the explanation of what's going on. The reason is that the whole thing is a reference to the 1975 film One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, which is about Jack Nicholson in a mental institution, and so that's why everything just seems really like odd in that one. And the boss is the very tough no nonsense nurse, I believe. I've not seen Cuckoo's Nest, but yeah, that's the reason for that one.
Yeah, I'd never seen that movie, so that reference just flew over my head.
Yeah.
I still enjoyed it though because it was just like everyone was so terrified of this manager Karen.
Yeah.
And
The best part of it, this is the one that always stuck with me, was when Daisy stands up for herself and says, "I'm a writer. I'm creative." And the manager says, "They're all writers."
I was like, "Oh my god!"
I wonder
so
if one of us can
Even
relate to
Billy?
this. It's such a great, like one of them writes haikus, one of them has a published short story.
One of them's a playwright,
One of them's a actor
One of them's a
slash playwright.
and I was like, "Wow, ooh, ow."
Ooh.
You really hit the feels there. Like I felt that. Oh, but that still wasn't my favorite subplot. I think it was. I don't know if it's either the Robot Wars or Brian's.
Mine
Art
was the
gallery.
Robot War. The Robot War was really standout, I think.
Oh,
Brian's
for
was great
sure.
too, but the Robot Wars was
It got crazy to the point where where one competitor threw dynamite at a robot, and then
And then Mike shot missiles.
My God,
missiles.
that's not fair.
This is not fair.
That one is just, it's instant. There's even like at the very beginning where like they first confronting each other and I think like Mike said some sort of insult and they do like a sword thing with their RC antennas.
Oh yes, that was great.
Hilarious. And of course there's the Fight Club reference where he said, "Second rule of Robot Club is do not talk about what? No, I got that wrong."
The second rule is no smoking.
Why are we allowed to smoke? Shh, we're not supposed to talk about it.
All right. Okay.
It was great. I didn't even. I've never seen a lot of the movies they reference are American films that I've never seen, but like I get the jokes just because of mainstream media and pop culture.
Oh sure.
And it worked. It worked for this episode. The Robot Wars was great.
Oh, there's tons of references. There was RoboCop at the very beginning. There's Daisy imagines herself as the leading lady from Greece.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And not only that,
my
but like right after that, like the caseworker says to her, "Better shape up. You better understand."
How did I not get that?
As soon as I heard that, it's like that's gotta be a Greece thing, and it is.
Oh god, I didn't even notice it. I think it was just like I was just too stunned by the hairpiece.
Yeah.
I will. But also the third subplot, we gotta talk about Brian's art gallery. That was hilarious.
Good lord.
It's just so much to unpack.
I don't know like how this happened, but just all of a sudden like somebody just calls in and says, "Hey, you gotta show up for us and do some art." And he does. He puts up red walls, a green chair with a green phone. He says, "Something's not right," and then he gets knocked unconscious by a paint can, and everybody's looking around and it's like, "Huh, that's very inspiring."
I'm impressed you managed to stay down for the whole thing.
Yeah. There's a
What are you gonna do
For
now?
some reason, and then for some reason, Brian's voice sounded like this.
Oh yeah, because he still had a concussion.
Hey, what are you gonna do now, Brian? I'm going to the hospital.
Oh, that new club the doctor was talking about. Oh, I love that one.
Oh my god. It was great. It was just this was actually when the other two episodes were just so meh.
Yeah.
It was nice to have this episode to end it
Yeah.
off.
That might be part of why I like it so much, but I honestly feel like this holds up on its own. Like this is the great. There's the great because there's the RoboCop sequence in the very beginning, and it's they're talking about the axe that they installed on the robot, and it says, "We know what we're doing," and then it cuts, and they're in like bandages, and it's like, "We gotta get rid of the axe. I like the axe. I like my face. I like your face. Let's keep the axe."
Oh, it's
It's
so great.
it's so nice to finally get. It's for so long. It seems like Mike has been really muted in the episode. It's so nice to get some genuine Mike. In an episode.
It's so nice to get Tim and Mike they're just together for the whole thing.
It's so
We're gonna see a lot of this later, but
Yes.
who cares?
Yes, it's so clear like how much like brotherly love they have.
Yeah, it's already.
Yeah. I'm just trying to. The only thing is that like there's this one song that that I'm fairly certain is from Boards of Canada. It's a great IDM artist if you're interested, but that's outside of the scope of this. Can't really think of much else. I feel like we covered quite a lot. I just quite like this episode. It's got a lot of different parts going on, and it ends with everybody just like congregated in the bar.
Did they murder the boss? What happened to the boss at the end? I wasn't sure.
Yeah, the guy picked up the bucket or the bin, whatever.
Yeah,
and then it cut.
Yeah,
I'm assuming,
and then we don't see her
they
on.
just stuffed her inside. That's just my guess.
Yeah, you don't see her in the tape in the pub.
Yeah, I don't. And the thing is, we cut off at like right. This is the final one we've watched, so we don't know if she keeps. I'm guessing Daisy doesn't keep the job.
Probably not. No.
Yeah, and I think what happened at the end is just that like everybody just got too because like Daisy was essentially like talking about like unionizing, you know. The gentle laborers will no longer suffer under the noxious greed of Mr. Krabs and stuff.
What's he saying? I don't know, but he's got a megaphone.
This is nice.
It was nice, very nice.
I like the.
You know what else is nice?
The timer.
The timer running out.
All right. The only thing I was gonna add with that, I like the that we got to see a bit more of the Brian Marster chemistry, but that's about it. So yeah, that's been the first 3 episodes of season 2. What did we think? Random.
Like in general, everything.
I suppose so. I forgot how we did this. It's been so long again.
Again, it started off a bit meh. There were some moments that I liked, some funny moments individually in the first 2 episodes, but it was pretty meh, and wasn't the best way to start it off, in my opinion. Episode 10 was great though. That had a lot of what made space fantastic, and I liked it a lot. I liked how the characters grew and how silly things got. I guess the original season of Space started out a bit slow too, and they did have some bad, not so good things about it. But I don't know. I guess I'm just like, a part of me is like, what do you do now? Because everything was so wrapped up in the season 1 finale, and there was some stuff in season 2 that were questioned. And again, there was one point in episode 3 where they teased something, but I really don't know what they can what is gonna happen. What can they do for another 4 episodes?
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't know what's gonna happen, and more importantly, I'm not sure if I'll be interested. Like, I don't know if this. I don't like this season as much as I like the first one so far. Granted, the next 4 episodes could be absolutely amazing, and they could blow my socks off, and I could be like, "Oh my god, it's super funny." But I don't know. I really don't. So I guess it just started out kind of meh, but episode 3 was pretty good.
Okay. I can continue on with that then. Yeah, it's a good point that you mentioned that the beginning of season 1 started off a bit slow. And like it wasn't until like the last 4 where it's gotten like a great episode with the episode 5 Chaos. And yeah, in this case, aside from metal, which I feel like is a really it does a pretty good job of balancing three subplots into one and giving each of them a good amount of screen time. Although as Jeff mentioned, the Daisy's subplot just like stops, and it's not. I have to assume that like what happened at the end, it would make more sense for somebody who's seen one flew over the cuckoo's nest. I have to assume because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense as is. But the Robot Wars, absolute blast. It felt like paintball all over again. Just a grand old time. And of course, Brian has a concussion for most of it. Good. I think I do know how this ends, so I'm not gonna go into that. But if I was going for the same sort of pace that I did, instead of when I first watched it, I was watching it like one after the other. But at this current pace, I probably would be like, it's good, but it's definitely got some fun jokes. Definitely got some good direction in it. It felt like they were going a little more for plot than characters, or not like balancing the two as well. The episode 8 especially. Episode 9 is like Tim is back where he started, and it's more about like Daisy just finally getting like having to deal with shitty jobs. Or at least jobs that she just absolutely cannot handle. But yeah, it's good. KirbyFan, what are your thoughts on the first 3 episodes of season 2?
Oh, me. I thought they were okay for the most part. Episode 3 was definitely, or 10, was definitely a lot more to unpack. There was a lot more meat to it, and I appreciated that. Still, I think they're okay. I want to get to Shaun of the Dead.
I know. It's like we're already. Oh, I did notice. In episode 9 at the very beginning, there's a sequence where everybody's asleep, and then they all get woken up because the Marsha and her daughter throw a TV down there or luggage. I couldn't quite tell what had happened, but you can see that Tim's pajamas is a Dawn of the Dead shirt.
Wow, I didn't even think about that. Edgar Wright was sprinkling the seeds already.
I wouldn't be surprised. 2001, and I'm pretty sure.
Shaun of the Dead was 02 or 04.
Let me check. 2004. Yeah. Okay. So I know that they spent a good amount of time on developing the script, but it probably wasn't that early on. But still, it was fun to see that little nugget in there. But that about it.
Yeah.
No, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, I'm waiting for Shaun of the Dead too.
I'll even take Scott Pilgrim at this point, but I think Shaun of the Dead's first.
Oh no, Shaun of the Dead is fun.
No, but like, which one's first?
Shaun of the Dead.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that's the one that they made right after this.
Cool.
Okay. That does about it.
That's about right.
That's about right. We finally said the title. We forgot to say that at the very beginning. Yeah.
We gotta make a Pixar reference.
Good Dinosaur.
Pixar Perspective never dies.
I've
been.
You know what? Maybe the next 4 episodes will be amazing, and they will knock our socks off. Or maybe they'll explain why the show didn't get a 3rd season. One of the two.
We shall see. But in the meantime, I have been the Wash.
I'm Random Bystander here.
And I'm going to Robot Fight Club. Oh no, I talked about it. I broke
rule number 1.
I broke rule. At least I didn't talk about rule number 2, no smoking. Oh no, I broke rule number 1.
Alright. And on that note, goodbye.
Okay, goodbye.
See ya.